His Excellency the President, who has stood with us right from the time I told him that Raila was sick. We were with him and Raila, we sat down and we organized and he agreed. And he is the one who organized the transport which flew Raila to India for treatment. I also want to tell you that the President kept a vigil and he always checked on Raila to know what was happening with him. The day Raila died, I first of all called him and told him he was in a very critical condition. I was told by my sister, Akinyi, that Adhiambo had called from India. So I called Adhiambo, and then within no time, Akinyi told me again that Adhiambo called and Akinyi was wailing. I called the President again and informed him, and he was very sad. But he organized everything. All this arrangement would have been too heavy for the family. I don't know whether I would have not collapsed if this was placed on my shoulder to take care of this big crowd here. Thank you. Thank you. Professor Kithure Kindiki, who tirelessly worked and made sure that everything was organized and well arranged as it is now. I also want to thank the security. The security which did this, the army, all the armed forces, all these are under instructions of the President. Thank you again for all that you did to us. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, who led a team to collect the body of my brother Raila from India back here home, and he was accompanied by the ministers, Murkomen. Thank you very much, everybody who was in India to bring the body of Raila home. You did well. My special thanks go to Dr. David Olunya, who is a personal doctor of my brother, and he has been with him all through. He went to India, but he has been with him even earlier than that. They were together in Dubai. They were together at Nairobi Hospital. So thank you, David. Thank you for everything that you did. I also want to thank Ogeta. Ogeta is our relative, Enyake Waka. He is the one who was taking care of Jacom up to the last moment when Jacom took his last breath. I also want to thank Jeff Oyer. I want to thank Winnie, particularly Winnie, the niece. Winnie is a very brave lady. She was there with Jacom when there was a session in Arusha where they were supposed to go for a session. I asked her, Winnie, are you not going? She told me, then she just pointed at the father and said, him. I'm not going because of him. I have to be with him. And that is before Raila went to India. And she was there from that date. She took care of her father, and she was very, very, I think she was very caring. She did everything that is humanly possible to do. Thank you, Winnie, for everything. And my sister, Ruth Adhiambo, who also bought a ticket and went to see Raila. She sought her own visa, and she went there, and she was with him up to the last minute. Thank you, my sister. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Okech Sala from Migori, who was very close to Raila. He had arranged all the tickets, and he was with Raila all through. Okech Sala, thank you very much. I want to thank the National Assembly, Speaker, or the members who also organized and went to collect Raila'S body, Aaron Cheriot, and Junet, Honorable Junet, though he did not go, but the majority leader in the National Assembly. And I also want to thank all the visitors who have come, and Your Excellency, the security which has been taking care of Raila. So I would like to plead with you. They have done a great job. They have kept vigil and they have been there for him all through. So Your Excellency, please give them promotion 1 grade. Just 1 grade won't be too much. So with those very many words, I would like to now say bye-bye to my brother, bye-bye my best friend, bye-bye my confidant, bye-bye my everything, my advisor. And I would want to ask God the Almighty to put your soul in peace, and please greet for us our people who went before you, my mother, Mary Odinga, my father, Jaramogi, who went before us, and all our siblings who are there, and all the great leaders who are your friends, like Julius Nyerere. Greet them all for us. Thank you. May God take care of you, because you are a good man. You are a good man and a truthful man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I want to take this opportunity to call the spouse of Raila. She became more or less a widow when Raila was detained. At that time, Raila was only 37 years old. And this lady was younger than that. And some of you are so hot, you could not have. Now, as you come, I forgot to introduce my spouses. Dr. Ann Oburu, where are you? Dr. Ann. And Judy. Where is Judy? Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Raila Odinga, canon, who is a canon of our church, Anglican Church, and I would now ask her to come and address the gathering.
Asayun timbe mag bini o.
Cada cosa que hacemos deja una marca. Todos ellos y todas ellas dejaron su marca. Ahora te toca a vos, el domingo 26 de octubre, deja tu marca en la patria. Sumemos fuerzas para defender el futuro.
ere gima digeng'na, kata lweny gergang, kata richo butona, magaweyo ni Yesu e msalaba.
God is good. God is good all the time. I know you say that is his nature. And even at a time like this, let's not forget our God is there and our God is still good. He'll never leave us. He'll never forsake us. I want to begin by thanking the people of Kenya, the people of Africa, and the citizens of the world who have joined to help me bury my husband, the father of my 4 children, Right Honorable Raila Odinga. I never imagined that this would fall on me to lead the family and the world in burying Raila. I hoped it would be the other way around. With pain, without lamentation, I accept the will of God. I want to thank the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and the government for going out to accord my husband, our father, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, such a dignified send-off. Indeed, in this part of the world, we've never seen something like this. We've never seen a dignified send-off like what we see here in Bondo. Mr. President, thank you very much for according Raila this kind of send-off. Mr. President, my family is grateful to you for being a man of his word and a man who stands with friends after committing yourself to do so. Thank you. I want to thank the leaders of Kenya. I was looking around and said, whose name do I mention? But all of you have been very close to Raila. When I look back, I see people who are very close to Raila as friends and colleagues in the life of Kenya. I want to thank specifically former President Uhuru Kenyatta. He's a true friend. He stood by us. Yes, thank you. I want to thank once again of leaders from Kenya and across the world who have taken their time to mourn with us and to mourn with the family. And for this kind thought, you have spared your time to be here today. I know there are many, many leaders from other parts of Africa. His best friend, Papa Olusegun Obasanjo. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. He comes from Nigeria, for those of you who can remember. And if you remember, after Jaramogi's death, he was here and opened the museum. I would also want to thank Her Excellency, Mrs. Morgan Shangarai from Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for being with us. I know there are many others, and I'm going to write special letter to all others when the time comes, because I'm not able to mention them by word. Your words, your letters, your social media posts has gone a long way in lessening our pain and lifting our spirits. Thank you very much for that. Raila has been my husband for the last 52 years. Many of you who are here are younger than 52 years. You could easily have been our children. Like all the couples and families, we also had our ups and downs. But we've learned one thing, and that is we must talk straight to one another. We must forgive and move on. Now, juggling the family life and public lives exert extreme pressure and demands on us from time to time. I know most of the time we used to say Raila is more of public life, political life, than he is for family life. But every time he came, he gave us what we deserved. I remember he attends to each one of us individually according to our needs. And that is not only his children and grandchildren, but also to his brothers and sisters. When Oburu was here, he didn't emphasize. But I think the next person, after loving me, the other person that he loves, leave alone his children, is Dr. Buru. Raila would not do anything without consulting with Dr. Buru. And if you wanted to know more, and you wanted to get to know what he's going to do, vows, and we made each other at the start. It worked for us. It was through the tumultuous years of detention, years of exile, and decades of commitment to the people of Kenya and the people of Africa. The detention years and years in this exile tested our family in a way only the family can appreciate. It was not easy. But all the time, when he was away or in exile, I knew he would always come back. This time, I'll have to join him wherever he has gone, because he'll never come back. But the spirit lives on. When I first met Raila, some 54 years ago, I didn't see his political side. I didn't see it coming either. He was not a politician in any form. I knew his father was, but him was different. And with my friends, then I was at the University of Nairobi, we were young, idealistic ladies who swore not to marry. We swore to marry calm, professional men, not those who give to the loudness of politics. I swore we had no time for the people who are doing political science, the lawyers, and so forth. we didn't know what was coming. In my group, and they know them, the group of the sisters were with at the University of Nairobi, people like Leo Duol, Gladys Okoth, Deborah Kiai, and so forth. You know you well, very well. Out of my group, I was the first one to marry. I married an engineer, a man of calm demeanor and reflective character. They all congratulated me because of that. Little did I know I was marrying a political engineer who would proceed to make engineering of Kenya his lifelong project. I didn't know. From the turn of events, I came to understand firsthand that they mean, I came to understand firsthand the meaning of still waters runs deep. He was a calm person, but as we lived, I realized he was a deep thinker of a different kind. From this turn of events, I come to understand firsthand that Raila was not just an ordinary engineer, but a political engineer. I evolved, adapted, and handled challenges that came my way, courtesy of being Raila Odinga's wife. And those challenges were many. I know if you are to ask the spouses of these politicians down here, they'll tell you the challenges are many and not easy to cope with. I learned that if you're a spouse or politician, inherit his friends, but don't inherit his enemies. Why do I say this? Because you'll be standing there, you'll be sitting there at home, thinking so-and-so is an enemy of my husband, because he belongs to a different political party, or he comes from a different area. I tell you, you will be wrong. Don't inherit in his enemies, because tomorrow you'll find that those people that you thought were his enemies are his best friends, and you'll be left out. Be careful when you are handling his friends. Inherit his friends, but his enemies, let him deal with them the way he made them. After going through it all, I had a chance to marry. If I had a chance to marry him, I would marry him again. I would be happy to do it. But this time, I would marry him knowing I'm marrying a politician, not just an engineer only. But Raila never really stopped being a production engineer. It has been said, but he also practiced it. He started the East Africa Spectre, the company that manufacturing gas cylinders, and that is thriving in that. Those who are working for East Africa Spectre, please try to keep up his legacy of making it a real big industry that Raila intended it to be. Raila was always disturbed by the fact that Kenya was not moving as fast as he expected. At the turn of independence, Kenya was at par with countries like South Korea, with countries like Thailand, I think we're even ahead of many other large countries. But these countries have moved very fast. They've moved very fast to be first world countries. Kenya, we are still dragging a little. This thing can be changed. I've traveled in many countries. In 1995, during the International Women's Decade that was in Beijing, we went to Beijing, the women of the world went to Beijing, and what I noticed that the tallest building in Beijing was a 4-story building, and it was a hotel. I also noticed, that's me, that many of the people who are working in Beijing, the Chinese, they were wearing what we call overalls, the things that industrialists wear in the factory. They were either yellow, red, blue, green, or any other. And everybody was moving in a rickshaw. Go to Beijing today, you can see a different world. It can be done. Even in Kenya, we can change it. With hard work, determination, focus, we can change our country. And as I'm talking here, I know we have leaders here. Please focus in changing the country. Let's not seek leadership to enrich ourselves. Let's not seek leadership to acquire wealth for ourselves, but acquire wealth for Kenya and acquire wealth for our generation to come. In the name of Raila, I appeal that we focus on national wealth instead of personal wealth. I appeal that we work on quality education, education that will lead us to be people that God made us to be. I appeal that we have our nation in order, correct our health institutions so that it gives us the kind of life that we need to live. There are many others. Dear Kenyans, today I surrender Raila to friends, family, and patriots who went ahead of him. I surrender Raila to eternity, and I surrender Raila to all the ages. I know he's comfortable where he is. I know he deserves to be in the company where he is. And I pray that when my time comes, I'll join him there in heaven realms. Fare thee well, my dear husband. Fare thee well, father of our children. Fare you well, the friends of many. If you were to start again, I would be there with you. Thank you, and may God bless you all for being here.
Your Excellencies, fellow mourners, we have given the family ample time to eulogize and pay tribute to our departed leader. I want to request that the speakers that will come from now to focus on the occasion of today and be very brief, and other than perhaps the president and the retired president and President Obasanjo, everyone else, no one should speak for more than 3 minutes. Otherwise, we'll be here until night. I want to urge us respectively to dignify the day by being brief and to the point. I want to request Honorable Millie Odhiambo to come and read out in acknowledgement all the names of the members of parliament present and say a few things before, after she finishes, so that I don't keep on coming here. We will have Senator Ledama Olekina. Both the two of them are the minority whips. Senator Olekina will come and introduce the senators.
Your Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, all the dignitaries here, Mama Ida, the small family of Baba, and the larger family of Baba, including the international family, I greet you in the name of our Lord God Jesus Christ. Your Excellency, my task is very little. As you know, sometimes I am called a bad girl. But for the sake of Baba today, when we are sending Baba, a man I respect and to whom I owe my political career to, I will be a good girl. Thank you very much. I told you I'll be a good girl and I do what I'm told. So before I go on to introduce the members of parliament, because that's how good I'm going to be, I'll request Honorable Dr. Raila Odinga to please join us back on stage. Karibu Mama and pole sana. We are with you.
Yeah. Some things start early. When I was speaking here, I'm being reminded that I did not introduce the grandchildren. Raila had grandchildren. The ones who are here, we start with Safi. Safi said, where you go to school?
I go to... Hello, everybody.
Can I speak? Yeah, it's English.
Oh, okay. I have a short speech. So
okay.
I will say my short speech for everybody. Okay. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing good today. Thank you all for coming to have us mourn my grandfather. Today I stand before you not only as a Kenyan mourning the loss of a national icon, but a grandchild mourning the loss of her grandfather, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. While the world might remember him as the people's president, a political giant, a freedom fighter, I will always remember him as a man of quiet strength, fierce love, and unshakable purpose, my Babu, my hero. It is very hard to say goodbye to somebody, especially when you thought that person was immortal. I think of this situation as the ending of a great TV show. Like movie critics, we should focus not only on the ending, but what made the ending so impactful. The patient listener, a gentle teacher, the grandfather who never let the weight of the world stop him from showing up for all his family members, laughing with wisdom and with patience. When I was in school, I was part of a play. I wasn't the main character. I wasn't even a side character. I was a mere backup singer. I remember telling my grandfather how great I was, how happy I was to be in this play, and how I couldn't bear being in it. And I remember telling him, and I remember the morning of they were getting ready, they marked it for a chopper. My grandfather had managed to make it to my event. This is to show the type of person he was. No matter how big or small the achievement, he would always make sure to be there and make it known how proud of you he was. He had a way of making you feel like you were the most important person in the room. As I stand here looking at your casket, I'm not afraid to admit that my next achievement will be 10 times heavier, knowing that one of my biggest cheerleaders is no more. So today, as we bid him farewell, we're not just burying a man, we're burying a legend. And I want to say this especially to my Kenyan people. We are the legacy. If you ever doubted your voice, doubted that you mattered, remember him. If you ever felt too small to make a difference, remember him. Remember, he was not born a legend. He became one by showing up, by speaking up and refusing to sit down and be silent when it was easier. I used my time to keep this legacy alive and remind the nation that not only was there so much greatness in him, but there's as much greatness in you as well. To quote him, you can only live once, but if you live it right, once is enough. Joey! 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 Thank you. Oh, sorry, I'm Safi. And I go to school in the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I now use this opportunity to introduce my other cousins. Come on.
Hello, everybody. My name is Raila Odinga. I stand here before you not just as a young Kenyan, but as a proud granddaughter of the now late Honorable Raila Odinga. To the world, he's a statesman, a leader, a freedom fighter, a symbol of Kenya's struggles for democracy and justice. But to me, he's always been more than the headlines, crowns, or politics. To me, he's my grandfather, a warm, wise. He was always warm, wise, and always full of stories, laughter, and love. Some of my earliest memories of my grandpa are sitting beside his side, listening to all the stories he told me about our country, about where we've come from, and about why he chose to fight, and about Kenya. And I really miss him, and I still can't believe this is happening. Rest in peace, Baba.
There's also Raila Odinga, who unfortunately is not here with us. But as soon as he arrives, he will be able to speak for himself. Now we have Safi and Senai. These are children of Rosemary. Alai is a son of my late son, Fidel Castro Odinga. He's the one who is not here with us today. But yeah, it's live. Then we have Amolo Odinga and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. The two boys are the sons of Junior. May God bless you. Now you know who the Odingas are. Thank you for reminding me.
there are many people who have taken after Baba in that family, because Baba. So hold your hand, and we will hold the hands of Winnie, we will hold the hands of Rosemary, and we will hold the hands of Junior. I would like to request the members of the National Assembly who are here to be upstanding. Rene Mayaka, you will help me from where you are. If I forget anybody, I've declared you my assistant. And if I call you, you sit down, so that if I don't call you, I will know who I've not called. I don't have anything against you, even though at heart I'm Gen Z. There's a disease that has caught up with me of late. It's called menopause. So we are led by Honorable Moses Wetangula as a speaker. He is not standing. And I would want to acknowledge the area member of parliament, Honorable Gideon Ochanda. I want to acknowledge the woman representative of this area, Honorable Dr. Christine Ombaka. The rest I'll call you very quickly, but I know Kimani and Junet will have a chance, the parliamentary leadership, but I'll just acknowledge you. Honorable Kimani Ichungwa, Honorable Junet Mohammed, Honorable Owen Baya, and Honorable Mark Mwenje. Those are in the leadership. I wish to acknowledge Honorable Peter Kaluma, Honorable Rashid Bedzimba, Honorable Rachel Ameso, former member of parliament but also PSC commissioner, Chief, Honorable Farah Maalim, Honorable George Aladwa, Honorable Adipo Kwame, the tallest man in parliament, Honorable Mugabe Innocent, Honorable Otiende in the committee, Honorable Tom Odege, Honorable TJ Kajwang, Honorable Nabi Nabwera, Honorable Elisha Odhiambo, Honorable Gertrude Mbeyu, Honorable Felix Jalango, aka Raila'S, Honorable John Ariko, Honorable Fatuma Mohammed Full Network, Honorable Rosa Buyu Dwasi, Honorable Eva Kinyobara, Honorable Beatrice Elachi, Honorable Esther Pasaris, Honorable Irene Mayaka, Honorable Babu Owino, Honorable Naika Johnson, Honorable Oku Kaunya, Honorable Samuel Atandi, Chair of Budget, Honorable Shakil Shabir, Honorable Oyula, Honorable Mark Nyabita, Honorable Aduma Uwar, Honorable Joshua Ngeno, Honorable Tindi Mwale, Honorable Buddy Twalib, Honorable Dr. Lillian Gogo, Honorable Jared Okello, Honorable Koyo Uwara, Honorable Mishi Mboko, who is also a PSC. Myself, Emilio Odhiambo, of course. Honorable Chonga, Honorable Raphael Wanjala, Honorable Dixon Maungu, Honorable Dr. James Nyikal, who is also the chairman of Dual, Honorable Oscar Nabulindo, Honorable Peter Masara, Honorable Jen Kagiri, Honorable Mark Mwenje, Honorable Manduku, Honorable Rehab Mukami, Honorable Doris Donya, Honorable Lillian Sioi, Honorable Sabina Chege, Honorable Irene Njoki, Honorable Geoffrey Odanga, Honorable Caleb Amisi, Honorable Naisula Lesuda, Honorable Osogo, Honorable Wilberforce, Honorable Carido Daniel, Honorable Amina Mohammed, Honorable Fatuma Mohammed, Honorable Beatrice Adagala, Honorable Hussein Waitan, Honorable Umi Harun, Honorable Mogaka Stephen, Honorable Zambia, Honorable Mawade, Honorable Stephen Mule, Honorable Caroline Geleche, Honorable George Kariuki, Honorable Jale Rokelo, Honorable Steve Mogaka, Honorable Cynthia Alpha Ondieki Miruka, Honorable Ikawa Fred, Honorable Clemens Lawyer, Honorable Karoli Omondi, Honorable, I think I mentioned Shakil Shab. Yes, Ron. I can't. Honorable Umi Harun, Honorable Catherine Omanyo, Honorable Fatuma Jeho, Honorable Amina Mnyazi, Honorable Kombe, Honorable Machele. Anybody remaining? I think I am done with the National Assembly and Your Excellency the day. Oh, Honorable Boko Milema, you are hidden there. That's why I can't see you. Thank you. And Deputy President, I just want to say that I talked to Baba on Monday evening when he was with Adiambo, and I want to confirm that what he said the same thing to me, that we need to be united as a party. And he told me in Kijaluo, Achia. And then Baba also told me, jokingly, because when I asked him, Baba, how are you? He told me, I am fine. In fact, in the morning, I walked all around. I am even surprised there are people who have killed me in Kenya and have already buried me. I want to tell you, as Jokanyanam, that for those who killed Baba and buried Baba before his time, because we are Christians, we forgive you. But we will never forget. But we also want to tell you, that for those who stood with Baba, we shall never forget. And I want to tell you, and I want to thank you, Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, that you do not understand. I know some of us look strong. I was in State House the morning you broke the news, and amongst the Luo, in the political class that day, I was the only ODM person. I didn't understand what Pinyo Chama meant until the president broke the news as we sat. Said, I have bad news. I think it was 7 in the morning. And he said, even before he said I knew, I don't know how I knew. And Mr. President, Your Excellency, the longest journey I have walked, if you don't know, was from your office to where I left my car. I almost collapsed twice. I am strong, but the death of Baba is the hardest thing. Those who believe in his ways have had to deal with. And when you sent us, you removed the women, and I thank you for your sensitivity. and you told us to go and stand with Mama Ida. I thank you for that sensitivity. We shall never forget. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and God bless you. Let me take this opportunity to invite Ledama Olekina to welcome the Senate. And as he is coming, Jokanyanam, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Donguyena Mundagone Baboriti, Agone Baboriti, Aguambo, Baba, Wod Mary, Piny Dung Burukionge Baba.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Your Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, President Olusegun Obasanjo, the Speakers of the National Assembly and the Senate, all mourners here, the ODM fraternity, good afternoon. I stand here today before I introduce my colleagues in the Senate. I just want to say that I've been shaking ever since I had the news that Baba is no more. Baba taught me a lot. There's a lot that he shared with me. Occasionally when we had private lunches, when we traveled together. And I remember, because this is very personal to me, that on the day that we lost our election at Bomas of Kenya, and I was admitted at the hospital after having been hit, Baba called me and told me one thing. He said to me, my son, what is important is the unity of this country. Your health is more important. Our victory has just been delayed, but it is inevitable. It is coming. Today, I want to speak to all of us here that Baba spoke for us for generations. He spoke for us for decades. Baba is no longer there to speak for us. It is now us, it is upon us to be able to speak for ourselves, to make sure that we do what is right for Baba. Before Baba went, he showed us the way. He brought us to the broad-based government. And I want to tell you, that is where we are. And Mr. President, I want to assure you that, we always say that Baba is right. Baba was right when he was alive, and Baba is still right when he's lying and when he's in heaven. Baba will always tell us, go right, and would not question. And I want to assure you, Mr. President, for what you've done for us, we shall remain united to be able to go the way Baba wanted us to go, to remain in the broad-based government. There are challenges ahead, but we are determined. Let me take this opportunity to introduce my colleagues in the Senate. I'd like to request all my colleagues in the Senate to please stand up. I'll start by introducing, but I know they will have time to be able to speak. But we're led by two very eloquent and able leaders. The Majority Leader, Aaron Cheriot, We have the minority leader, Stuart Mazayo from Kilifi. And then my deputy, Edwin Sifuna. Who is also the Secretary General for the ODM party. The distinguished senator from Vihiga, who is also the chair of CIPIC, Geoffrey Osoti. Then I have a man who's never gone to law school but is a lawyer, the senator from Busia, Okiyo Mtata. My dear sister, Senator Hamida, who's always been right where Baba is, nominated senator. And then we have the women's president, Beth Siango, nominated senator from ODM. Then we have senior counsel, who is also a member of the Parliamentary Service Commission, and senator from Nyamira, his name is running away from my head, Okongo Omogeni. And then we have a young man who I love and respect, who has always been very, very close to Baba, Senator Eddie Okech. Thank you for what you did for Baba. We have Baba's daughter from the north, Senator Hezena Lemalatia. Then we have my brother, Senator from Homa Bay, a man I love so much, and a man who loved Baba so much. Senator Moses Kajwang, who is also the chair of PAC. Then we have Bunge FM. Her name is Senator Miraj from Mombasa. We also have a former governor of Uasin Gishu County, Senator Governor Mandago. We have, the next is Senator Catherine Muma, who is also a member of the Speaker's panel. We have a distinguished senator from Homa Bay, and her name is Beatrice Ogola. And then we have a man who speaks Swahili, and a very good man from Embu, and his name is Senator Mundigi. We have, next to Senator Mundigi, we have VIP. Baba was magnanimous. The only virtually impaired senator we have in Kenya, who is a lady of our own standard. Her name is Senator Crystal Asige. Next to Crystal Asige, we have a senator from Nairobi, and her name is Senator Montet. And then next to her is, this is Betty Montet. And then next to her is my dear sister from Nairobi. And I'm sure you know her very well. I'm forgetting her name again. I'm just joking, man. Come on. How can I forget Karen Nyamu? Next to Karen Nyamu, we have Senator from Taita Taveta, who is Senator Mwaruma. Next to Senator Mwaruma is we have Senator from Machakos County, Senator Agnes Mudhama. Then next to Agnes Mudhama, we have the Deputy Minority Leader of the Senate, Senator Wambua from Kitui County. Then on my left, I have Senator from Kisumu County, Tom Ojienda. And then on the far right there, we have Senator from Kisii County, Senator Onyonka. And then finally, we also have a senator from Bungoma County. I'm trying to remember his name. Senator Okoli. And then finally is a senator from Sierra County, the youth leader, Raila Odinga. Now, before I hand over the mic to the Deputy President, this is a message for all of us here in Kenya. I know a lot of people are expecting that the ODM will fight, that the ODM will have different facets. I want to assure Kenyans that as long as God gives us time on this earth, we will follow Baba's footsteps. Baba said, we stay together, and that is the last message that he left for us. And I do hope that we can all come together to be able to ensure that we'll fulfill the dreams and aspirations of our hero. Baba, I will miss you. The Maasai nation will miss you. You stood firm with us when we are fighting for our land rights. We will never forget that. When you go and you meet Olenti Mama, please say hello to him. When you meet all those Maasai leaders, Ole Sankale, Ole Tip Tip, including even Saitoti, please say hello to them and tell them that the current generation will keep the fire that you left burning, continuing burning. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
I now want to invite the chair of ODM, Governor Gladys Wanga, to come and invite a few speakers from the party.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Baba's family, Mama Canon Dr. Ida Betty Odinga, Rosemary, Junior, Winnie, the larger Jaramogi family, fellow mourners, allow me to bring my condolences on my own behalf, on behalf of my family, my husband George, who is here, and on behalf of the great people of Homa Bay, for the loss of our father, the loss of our leader, the loss of Baba. We celebrate the life of a patriot, the life of Agwambo Wunyalego, the life of Tinga, the life of the Enigma, the life of Juan Fidel, Owaga Kinyi. And allow me, on behalf of the party, to thank you, Min Ping. Receive gratitude from a grateful party for taking care of Baba all these years, the 50+ years. If you are a woman or person here, Baba would have come back sometimes and found you not there. You stood firm beside him. And for that, we say, thank you very much. Over the last 20 years, Baba built a national, vibrant, and dynamic party, the largest party south of Sahara and north of River Limpopo, the ODM party, which has its members from Vanga in Kwale to Todonyang in Turkana, from Wajir up north to Nyatike Wotorumo and Mageta Island here in Siaya. To the over 7 million members of the ODM party, who and some of whom are not here, but are mourning across the country, we say Pole. but we say we remain focused and Baba's spirit lives on. The over 1.3 million ODM party officials, from polling stations to branches to counties, najua mko hapa, nataka kuwaona kwa mkono, our grassroots officials of the ODM party, mahali popote ambayo mko, nikisema ODM mnipe tuko tayari. ODM! ODM! Our message is simple, because Baba was our true north. And today, we may not find him to consult him, but we must ask ourselves, in any situation, what would Baba do? Faced with the decision of unity of the country or division, what would Baba do? Faced with a decision of hate or love, what would Baba do? Faced with a decision of exclusion or inclusion, what would Baba do? Faced with a decision of hope or despair, what would Baba do? Faced with a decision of whether tukue watu wa Man U ama Arsenal, Baba atachagua gani? Lazima tujiulize, what would Baba do? Your Excellency, our President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, allow me to thank you on behalf of the party for the honor and dignity that you have granted to our father, our patriot, as he lies here as an elaborate state burial, which you have overseen personally. We thank you, and we do not take it for granted any bit. You designated our Deputy President, Kithure Kindiki, to lead it. Thank you, Professor. Our brother, Dr. Ray, thank you for all the running around that you have done during this process. Your Excellency, we only ask you for one more honor. Ile stadium yetu ambayo inakuja kubwa sana, 60,000 capacity, tunaitwa kwa kizungu magnificent. Tunaomba kama chama, hiyo ikuwe na jina Raila Odinga Talanta Stadium, Nairobi. Alafu, since wewe pia ni mtu ya Arsenal, next year, ukiimaliza, Baba alikuwa Arsenali, wewe pia ni Arsenali. Ulete Arsenal hapo, wacheze na Harambee Stars, the Raila Odinga Memorial Cup next year. Na watu wa Man U wajipange siku hiyo, watafute shughuli nyingine. Your Excellency, finally, we said always that this our father, when he says left, we go left. When he says right, we go right. When he says fire, we fire. The last instruction he left us with, and with a very clear mind. And I remember him speaking at the burial of the late Dr. Phoebe Asio, and he said he made a clear decision to work with you for the stability and unity of the nation inside the broad-based government. That is the last standing instruction that Baba gave us. And as a people and as a party, that is where we will stand. Jothurwa, Jothurwa, Baba no wen wawach ka, no wen wawach, ni wane isirikal mar broadbased ni. Moka oya wuotwa, tindo rito pesa, tindo rito mach, tindo rito bunde. Kanye ma Baba no wewa, kanye ma Gwambo no wewa, Jothurwa. Kanye mwabete koso wakelo machanganyiko. 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 Joma bet kanyo fuana urubadwe yamo. Mano tik. Mano secado. Your Excellency, I have a small responsibility as the chairman of the party. Unajua Baba alisema, wewe DJ, hapana leta nini? Hapana leta nini? Sasa DJ asilete nini? Bas. Your Excellency, I have a small responsibility to invite certain members, just a few, of our ODM party, to also get an opportunity to say very brief tributes to Baba. We have with us our Ker. The Ker is not a party member, but he is a leader of the Luo. So I want to invite our Ker, he's a bit far. So as the Ker comes, because he will take a bit of time, I want to invite somebody to invoke the spirits. And since Ajiki, Winnie already invited Nyabungu to invoke the spirits, I want to invite Owaka as he comes. Please invoke the spirits of Ramogi so that they can come down.
Joey! Joey! Hola! Hola, 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 hola. Joey! Joey! Raila ina tuture, winyo mangongo, akwambo ina tuture, winyo mangongo, winyo majayo akugwen. Raila ina tuture, winyo mangongo, Raila ina tutuni, winyo mangongo, winyo majayo akugwen. Joey! Joey! Luo! Wachok luo! Luo nigimare! Siminya ima, min yuru tegi nura ukara chuanyore. Olibe namdirio, kanyam godu wudu bari nodu kurumena. Migori usuna, kamanura de girude. Hallelujah, luo norit, pinyingima. Joey! 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 Thank you.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. Samoei Ruto, Mama Ida, Ginyithinde duto, gi familia majo Kajaramogi. Akelo numos mamara mondo ukau kuyo mamara, kako dungiranda, musiep Raila. Jokanyana muntie. Jokanyana muntie. Joluo untie. Adwa wuyo kodu matina inya. Adwa wuyo kubu kod ngamange kuom ngamangeyo. Raila wunya lego musiebna. Akwa umondo uchiki tutokanyana. Joluo untie. Satana zindwe. Satana zindwe. Akwa Uganda luo. Akwa Uganda luo. Nikech wan gi welo mwa kuonde duto mondo uywak Raila gi kwe, mondo welo biwa gi kwe. Kapok adhi nyime, to akwayo jodongo mwa kamoro amora ma jaduong', ng'ama iluongo ni jaduong', miluongo ni elder mondo amalo ting' bade. Jaduong' yoyote kama entie, jodongo mwa Mombasa, jodongo mwa Nakuru, jodongo mwa Kitale, jaduong' mwa kamora mora, jokanyana mutie. Adwa wacho du story matin. Joluo adwa wacho du story matin. Raila wunya lego monindo kani. Raila ne wan ga jela. Raila ni manyani to anan kamiti. Chieng' moro higa 87 ng'ato bire jela to donjo kuma ji ok donjie, kuma ok dware ji, to ting'o nambane ni ber to dok. Bang' juma achiel ochako duogo kendo chako dok. Chieng' mar adek koduogo to okona niya, nawe luor ka dhako, gimokele ka gima lich ahinya ni bunde gi pesa ma Raila nomiye, to ne wan ji ang'wen kende, ne wan go kucha ariyo gi jabalo achiel. Na malo minago ngani ubini jogo sene go Raila ibilo gibiro nega dibilo koni uwinjo wachno aneno mang'eny e sirikal marach manenego ji achiegni gi weyo tadwa wachonu noganda mondo riwre Raila njoriwa wate akwajo luo nyithi luo miluongo ni Gen Z riwre uru kik upogru mondo kochopo higa 2027 to wago kura maber. Yanda wacho ne president ni mondo ng'e joluo gi wenge ariyo to kong'iyo wa gi wenge ariyo wabiro ng'e gi wenge adek warito kode higni mabiro goeko mondo wane kaka wuod lang'o tiyo kodwa. To akwayou kama Raila owewa broad based government joluo bedu kanyo joluo bedu kanyo tine wao mach awacho duka we unia nyocha an ga ogudu mar wakoni joluo makonge mayando kelo na to joluo gi openja ito bwana ker joluo ma ungo gi gin milion adi sakone di 1 million ang'wen to konu time ng'o gi mon uwinjo wachni ang'o mondo mon nyuol akwayo ni kawuono kuwa ka duchak Raila te pero kamano mama
Koro kigoko kahinya nikech chako Raila ok tich mayot. At this juncture, allow me to ask all MCAs, wherever you are, to please rise. MCAs wote, tafadhali muamuke, so that you're recognized. Our speakers of the county assemblies, we recognize you. Asanteni sana. God bless you for coming. Mketi tafadhali. And now let me invite the Honorable Dr. James Nyikal, MP for Seme, Chair of the Health Committee, and Chairman of Duol, to come and speak on behalf of all MPs of this region.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Kenya, President Olusegun Obasanjo, the family of Right Honorable Raila Odinga, Dr. Buru, Mom and the children, all the distinguished guests. I am chair of the caucus of Luo MPs. And I want, first of all, thank the family of the departed Raila Odinga for supporting him while he gave his life totally to the people of Kenya, and particularly to us politicians. I also want to thank the President of Kenya, Dr. Samoei Ruto, for the befitting send-off and the care he took of our departed leader. I also want to thank him for the cooperation Raila Odinga, that in my view and everybody's view has stabilized this country. We, as a caucus, will work within the ideals of our party, ODM. That is the party of Raila, whose ideals are a united one Kenya, respect for democracy, respect for justice and human rights, and above all, service to the people. Raila believed the only purpose of power is to improve the welfare of people and give them the services they deserve. To that extent, he hated corruption. And those are the ideals of the party he has left us, and those are the ideals we shall live with. The last consultation we have with him as a caucus, he told us, as you work with the government, which is the broad-based government, make sure Kenyans get services that they deserve. Going forward, I will advise you. But now he's gone. We will live by the ideals of ODM as led by the acting party leader, his brother, Oburu Odinga. ODM, Juturwa, Raila no wacho ni mane party wa, mbaka mwago kwa demugi ke duol. No wacho ni kako gande nyaku riuro kemimio en wan gi teko, wacho ni kata teko ne uoke riuro kwa, nyaku bed gi moradi achiel. Marario, ODM e party wa makwa we ODM kamora moramo wantie to walal. ODM. Juthuro party wa enango. ODM. And that's where we are. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nyikal. At this juncture, I'd like to ask our National Executive Committee to please rise wherever you are. The National Executive Committee of the party, tafadhali tusimame for recognition. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much, the National Executive Committee. I want to specifically recognize our Executive Director, Odoro Ngwen, and our Finance Director, Joshua Kawino. All the other NEC members except Central Committee members, mbaki mkisimama, mkae. All others, please sit. Central Committee members, please remain standing. Central Committee members of the party. Together with our Vice Chairpersons, I just want to recognize you. Our Vice Chairperson, Dr. Otienda Molo, our Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, who's also in the Central Committee of the party, our Deputy Party Leader, Abdul Somad. The Deputy Party Leaders, I'll pass you and the SG because you'll come and speak, just sit. Our Whip, who is Honorable Millie Mabona, Honorable Rosa Buyu, who's the Director of Political Affairs, our President for the Women, Beth Siengo, our Vice Chair, Honorable Ariko from Turkana, our Youth President Ketora, our Vice Chair Senator Mwaruma from Taita Taveta, the party's Treasurer Timothy Bosire, and no, the NEC members just be our Vice Chair Christine Lemein. Amevaki Masai. Oh, no. Something is covering her. Christine Lemein, our Vice Chair from Narok. Asante sana. Please just be seated. I would now like to invite our Secretary General of the party, Senator Sifuna, to come and make his remarks.
Asante sana. Asante sana kwa familia ya baba yetu, rafiki yetu, kiongozi wetu, rafiki yetu ambaye ametulea sisi vijana katika siasa, wakiongozwa na Mama Aida, ndugu yangu Raila Junior, na dada zangu wawili, Winnie
na Rosemary. Mheshimiwa Rais na viongozi wote ambao wamefika hapa, na wasalimu kwa jina la Yesu. Hamjambo? Hamjambo tena? Hebu unipungie mkono kama unaniona, hata wa kanisa. Asante. Asante. Mimi ndio Sifuna, katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM, seneta wa Nairobi na naibu kiranja wa walio wachache pale kwenye Senate. Zaidi ya yote, mimi ni kijana wa baba. Waheshimiwa wote ambao wamefika hapa leo, I have been extremely privileged. It is the privilege of my life to have met Baba, to have studied under his feet, to have learned all that I have learned from him, and finally to serve him as his Secretary General for the last 8 years. I will eternally be grateful to you, Jacom, for the opportunity that you gave me. I have never had opportunity to ask why you picked me, Baba. Tumekuwa na wewe katika sherehe kama hizi nyingi sana. Na wakati moja tulikuwa tunaulizana, mimi nilikuwa najua nikifariki Baba atakuwa kwa mazishi yangu. Nilikuwa najiuliza, Baba, if you came to my burial, what would you say about Sifuna? Na nikajiuliza, what will I say on that dreadful day when we have to bury our Baba, our mentor, our leader? Words fail me. Na since Baba akuwe mgonjwa alipoenda nje kutafuta matibabu, asanteni, nimekuwa nikijiuliza, wherever Baba is, what is it that I can say or do that will actually make him proud? What are the things that we should do as a leadership of the party right now to make Baba smile from wherever he is? And in my view, this is not the time to push divisive narratives in ODM. This is not the time. You all know, nyinyi wote mnajua ya kwamba chama cha ODM ni chama cha kila mtu, si ndio? Chama cha Kenya nzima. Na lazima sisi kama viongozi wa chama tuonyeshe umoja ili hawa ndugu zetu ambao ni wanachama wafuate mfano wetu. Nataka niseme hapa mbele yako Baba, ya kwamba chama hiki ambacho umetuachia, mimi Sifuna sitakuwa baadhi ya wale ambao watachangia kuangusha chama cha Raila Amolo Odinga. Baba, because ODM is one of your biggest legacies, Your Excellency Baba, I as Sifuna will do everything in my power to keep this party united and together. Even in the face of open provocation, Baba, you know what I am talking about. You know why I'm saying that. So, mimi nataka niseme ya kwamba vile Reverend Wesonga ametuambia hapa, Baba alikuwa anasikiza wananchi. Baba alikuwa anasikiza wananchi. Na mimi nataka kuencourage wanachama wa ODM. Sisi viongozi sasa tunyamaze kidogo, tusikie nyinyi mnasema nini. Nyinyi mtuambie mnataka tufanye nini na chama cha Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Namaliza nikisema Baba Raila Amolo Odinga alizungumza wazi mbele ya nchi nzima tarehe 22 mwezi uliopita mbele ya hawa wabunge katika hoteli ya Agile pale Nairobi. Baba aliongea kwa kinywa chake mwenyewe, na waomba viongozi msiingize maneno kwa mdomo ya mtu ambaye amelala. Alisema yeye mwenyewe, akasema kama chama lazima tujiandae kwa ajili ya uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027. Na wale ambao wanaeneza mambo mengine hapa, Baba alisema, who has told you? Who has told you? Who has told you? Kwa hivyo sisi tutafuata the last standing instruction ya Baba ambaye alitoa chini ya siku 23 ambazo zimepita kabla afariki. Kwa hayo mengi, ni jukumu langu pia kama katibu mkuu wa chama. Mheshimiwa Rais, ilinivunja moyo sana kwamba Baba alitoka Nairobi bila kusikia sauti za watu wa Nairobi wakisema tuko tayari. Sasa ni jukumu la hawa ambao wamefika hapa leo. Nataka mseme chant ya chama cha ODM mpaka Baba ajue anazikwa na wanachama wa ODM. Nikisema ODM, tunasema tuko tayari. Muko tayari? Muko tayari? ODM! 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 Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Thank you so much, our SG. Our party leader, when we were saying members of the Central Committee, you did not rise, but I want to recognize you. Our party leader, who is the chair of the Central Committee, Dr. Oburu Oginga, the chairman of the Central Committee. Wamama wa chama cha ODM ebu muamke, because Baba alikuwa mtetezi wetu. Baba could fight for us even personally. Please just... Please wave tafadhali. Asante sana. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Now, allow me to invite to speak to us the governor of Migori County, Governor Ochilo Mbogo Ayako.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, Madam Raila Odinga, all the dignitaries present and all the protocols observed. Nyasaye ber, seche duto. I want to take this opportunity to bring the condolence of the great people of Migori, the condolence of my family, and the condolences of all the living things from Migori County. I want to say that we are so sorry. We have lost our leader, we have lost our mentor, we have lost our alter ego. But I also want to say one thing, because I'm cognizant of the time. Not many people are aware of the fact that His Excellency the President Ruto, was a founder member of ODM. Allow me to remind all of us who are here today that in 2005, when there was a movement to bring the new constitution to this nation, that movement was headed by Baba. And in that movement, the current President of the Republic of Kenya, President Ruto, was in that movement. The former President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, was in that movement. Professor Nyong'o was in that movement. Na hata mimi Ochilo Ayako, I was in that movement. I am saying so in remembrance of Baba, because Baba knew how to put teams together. Baba brought everybody as a team and ensured that he was focused that Kenyans were to have a new constitution. And mimi nikiwa mtu wake wa mkono wakati huo, I was a minister and a young one, a one that was very fearful. So I went to Baba and asked him, you are a minister in this new administration. I am the youngest minister in this new administration. And you have said we should take a stand for the people of Kenya. I am saying so to confirm that Baba never betrayed the people of Kenya when the interest of the people of Kenya was ahead of everybody. Baba sacrificed everything he wanted. So I want to say, tukumbuke Baba, tumkumbuke kwa ile msimamo alichukua, na sisi zote tuendelee hivyo. Asanteni sana na Mungu atubariki.
Thank you so much. As we remember that we are in the solemn occasion of sending off our father, our leader, our statesman, an occasion being watched from across the world. I would now like to invite to speak to us the founding Secretary General of the ODM party and the Governor of Kisumu County, His Excellency, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o.
Jothurwa umor. Okang'eno umor nikech waiko wuoda malich ahinya, ok onyal bedo joma mor. ODM! 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 Atimo mos ni piny mangima. Kwa biro kaka wuono, niwago riti, jatendwa mageno, mose gero piny Kenya ga Afrika mangima. Kawanka in front of our father, Dr. Basanjo from Nigeria. Mwase tiyogo kinde mang'eny, the ODM, Raila and myself, we have visited him at his farm, and he gave us strong support in the struggle for the second generation. Secondly, I want to say today, I have known Baba for a long time. He is my Rika. When there was in 2005, a very important decision to be made in this nation between the Kilifi draft constitution and the Bomas draft constitution. The Kilifi draft basically denied Kenyans the opportunity to have devolution and wanted Kenya to continue as highly centralized nation, the type that Mzee Jomo Kenyatta handed over to Moi. Moi continued with it. By the time that referendum was held, the nation was ready for change. And Baba led the orange color. There were two colors, or two symbols for that referendum: bananas and oranges. Bananas were defenders of the old constitution and the centralized government. Orange was for change and for devolution. That is the origin of the Orange Democratic Movement. Orange Democratic Movement cannot continue as a party without strong support of devolution and giving services to the grassroots of our nation. And therefore today we sit here mourning and said goodbye to the father of ODM, to the father of making sure that every government that comes after that referendum will continue to focus on service to the people, will continue to hold the common man as the common man and woman at the center of government and government policies. On Monday, the 3rd of October, Dennis Onyango called me on Sunday and told me that you need to go and see Baba on tomorrow, the 3rd of October. I left Kisumu in the evening of Sunday to make sure that I was at Jacom's house very early in the morning. We spent a whole morning together. And he said, Owadgi Mary, he used to call me Owadgi Mary, the brother of Mary. And I would call him Iwonya Lego. Owadgi Mary, adwani timi gimoroka. Ka ukinde ni, monindiki e pepa moro. Manyalo deal with this issue of tribalism. The word tribe came from the colonialists. As far as Kenyans are concerned, we knew people as Jo, Jo Luo, Jo Kikuyu, Jakamba, the people of. And therefore the word tribe is a retrogressive word and concept. Do a paper on the issue of nationalities and the state, the modern state, so that the central committee of the party can discuss it and put it before the party as the understanding of the people of the party on tribalism and the death of tribalism and the birth of nationalities are the only progressive concept in democratic times. ODM! ODM! Asanteni sana.
Asante sana, Professor. We now are getting towards the end of this session, and I've gotten to our deputy party leaders. Before I invite the first, let me recognize Honorable Walter Owino, MP Awendo, who is also here with us. Let me now invite Senator Godfrey Osotsi, Senator of Vihiga, and deputy party leader of the ODM party.
Familia ya baba kiongozwa na Mama Aida, His Excellency the President, the Deputy President and all protocol observed. Mimi yangu ni fupi. Kwanza tupokee salamu ya baba. Salamu ya baba kwa hewa. Ya kwanza, tarehe 2 mwezi huu itabaki kama siku muhimu sana, kwa sababu baba Raila Amolo Odinga alikaa pale hoteli ya Serena the whole of afternoon mpaka late in the evening, na alikuwa na summon watu, anawaita, anawaongelesha. Mimi am lucky, I was one of the people. Nikiwa kule Senate, baba akaniita, nikakaa na yeye pale Serena, na hiyo siku baba was in high spirit na alifungua roho mambo yake. Baada ya hiyo, nikishaenda nyumbani 1 hour later, nikaambiwa kwamba unaitwa urudi pale Serena. Nikapata pale Serena Mheshimiwa Gladys Wanga, Mheshimiwa Junet Mohamed, Mheshimiwa Rosa Buyu na Mheshimiwa Odoro Ngwen kwa mkutano na baba. Na hiyo baba akauliza swali kwamba hii mkutano ambao tulikuwa tunapanga kubwa ODM at 20, akasema kwamba yeye anasafiri anaenda kule India. Akatuuliza hii mkutano mnatakaje, iendelee ama isiendelee? Na akatupa nafasi kila mmoja wetu tuseme kama mkutano itaendelea ama haitaendelea. Sisi wote tukasema kwamba baba, wewe ndio mwenyewe. We are not celebrating ODM at 20, but we are celebrating you for the legacy of this country and for the fights you fought for the people of Kenya. Sisi wote tukasema tutaahirisha hiyo mkutano mpaka ile siku baba atarudi. Lakini mimi majonzi yangu ni kwamba kumbe baba alikuwa anajua anaenda, kwa sababu alisema hiyo ODM at 20 ataita watu wote wale wamepitia kwa chama cha ODM, akiwemo rais wa Kenya Mheshimiwa Ruto na Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta, wote, Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi, na leo mnawaona hapa wote. Sikujua kwamba hiyo ODM at 20 itakuwa ni mazishi ya mzee baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Ya mwisho, mimi nikikaa pale na baba tumeongea mambo mengi, but I just want to send 2 most important things. Kwamba baba Rais William Ruto, sisi kama chama tunashukuru sana umepatia rafiki yako a befitting send off. We are happy as a party. But baba was happy if all Kenyans enjoy life and benefit. Baba, on March this year, baba Raila Odinga aliweka kidole kwa mkataba 10 points agenda ambayo ni masuala ya Wakenya. Mheshimiwa Rais, umesaidia ndugu yako vikubwa, lakini baba atakuwa na furaha sana kule mbinguni kama hiyo 10 point agenda itakamilika vile alikuwa anataka. Na baba mwenyewe alikuwa amesema tarehe March next year 2026 yale masuala 10 yawe yametekeleza. Kwa hivyo Rais, I know you have the ability, I know you have the capability, I know you have the power. Please make baba happy in heaven. Ya mwisho, chama cha ODM, I want to join the other leaders who have spoken before me to say many people are saying outside there that now that baba has gone, the party is gone. I want to tell you today that baba has left a strong team of able, brave individuals who are ready to run this party. We will sit down. We will take our time to mourn baba. After mourning baba, We will constructively engage internally, and then we'll pick our pieces, and ODM will stand strong as a single political party in Kenya that will continue to drive the vision of Baba. Asanteni sana. Wacha tuseme ODM. ODM. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Let me now invite the governor of Kisii, deputy party leader of the ODM party, Honorable His Excellency Simba Arati.
Aya. Your Excellency, the President of Kenya, Mama Aida, distinguished family members, fellow mourners. Allow me, I wanted to read a long speech that I had, but because of time, I'll speak as the deputy party leader of ODM. Kwanza, mnikubalie, mimi kama Simba Arati, gavana wa Kisii, nilete rambirambi zangu na familia yangu na watu wangu wote wa jamii ya Omogusi. Pili, nataka nirudie, mimi leo hii kuwa gavana, Baba Raila aliniteua kuwa kansela kule Nairobi kwa miaka 5. Baadaye nikiwa nanyanganywa tiketi yangu ya ubunge, Baba akaamua anipe tiketi ile. Nikakuwa mbunge wa 2 kule Nairobi kwa tiketi ya chama. Na hata wakati nilikwenda Kisii kusimama kama gavana, hawakuamini kwamba ningechukua. Baba akanipa tiketi ile. Nimesoma katika darasa la Baba. Amenipa mtihani. Nimepita mtihani. Baba ananipigia simu akiwa hapa. Mara ya kwanza mwezi uliopita akaniambia nikatoka Nairobi kuja kumuona. Tukaongea. Akaniambia nirudi Nairobi niende kukutana na Rais Ruto. Tuongee mambo ya chama na viongozi wa Kisii kukutana na yeye. Baadaye wiki moja kabla hajaenda kule India, mzee amenitafuta kwa simu. Akaniambia nataka simu ya bibi yangu. Alikuwa anataka amuongeleshe. Nikampea, wakaongea. Wakakubaliana kwamba wiki hiyo angesafiri kule Uchina kwenda kutibiwa. Lakini baadaye nikaondoka Kisii mara moja kuelekea Nairobi kumuona. Nikaenda nyumbani, nikakutana na Mama Aida. Nikampata. Mzee alikuwa Serena. Akaniambia, Simba, usije Serena, uje nyumbani. Tukakutana. Mzee akaniambia, Simba, nataka niende Malindi kwa siku 2. Nitarudi nione kama nakwenda India ama naenda Uchina. Tukakubaliana na baba, akaenda Malindi, akarudi. Tukakutana na Mheshimiwa William Ruto, rais wetu. Rais akaniambia, we cannot gamble with the life of our brother Raila Odinga. I'm giving a plane tomorrow to take mzee to India. And Mheshimiwa Rais, nashukuru, asante sana. Nataka niseme, najua kwamba baba amelala, yuko pale. Baba amelala, baba aenda salama. Lakini jua kwamba papa wameamka sasa. Wamesema kwamba kulala kwako chama cha ODM kitalala. Nataka nihakikishie umati huu, chama cha ODM sasa ndio tumeanza mapambano. Mapambano ndio tumeanza. Baba, utafurahia mahali utakuwa, safari ambayo tuko nayo. Nataka niwahakikishie wanachama wa chama. Wanga, nipe dakika moja, mimi nalia. Dakika moja. Nataka niwahakikishie wanachama, wale ambao hapa, wale walikuwa napinga baba, wale walio dhurumu baba, wengine wako hapa ndani. Lakini nasema kwa sababu baba umelala, wasamehewe. Lakini hatuwezi sahau. Nataka niwahakikishie, mimi kama deputy party leader, siku ya kesho, Mheshimiwa Rais, tafadhali tunaomba kwamba shujaa ambaye tunasherehekea kesho ni baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Mwisho mnikubalie tuimbe huu wimbo peke yake, bado mapambano. Vijana msilale, vijana msilale, bado mapambano. Hebu tusimame juu tafadhali. Huo wimbo lazima tukumbushane, kwa sababu mapambano sasa ndio tumeanza kuelekea mbele. Vijana msilale, vijana msilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano. ODM msilale, ODM msilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano. Asanteni. Lazima kura za 2027, sisi kama chama lazima tushinde uchaguzi huo pamoja, lazima tutashinda. Asanteni. Mungu awe nanyi.
Allow me to invite the penultimate speaker under the party. And as I invite him, I'd like to recognize Baba's son, a young man who became Baba's friend, Kasmuel Marco Ure. Kasmuel, you are a serious man, you're going places. Even if you're mocked, stay strong. Let me now invite our deputy party leader, Governor of Mombasa, Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir. Karibu sana, Governor.
Aya, baada ya kufuata itifaki zote, mimi nimekaa hapa na nikaona kila mmoja anaongea lile ambalo kwamba baba alikuwa amemwambia. Lakini mimi kwa unyenyekevu niko na barua ambayo kwamba nimemwandikia baba, yale ambao yameweza kujiri kuanzia alipokuwa ameenda mbele ya haki na mpaka sasa hivi. Baba, katika barua ambayo kwamba nakuandikia, nimeona watu wengi hapa, aliyeongea Kijaluo, aliyeongea Kiingereza. Mimi nitaomba niongee Kiswahili ili sije wengine wakaona na wasengenya, na ndio maana siongei Kijaluo hii leo. Baba, katika mazishi yako, baba, katika mazishi yako ni mazishi ambayo kwamba ni ya maajabu. dunia nzima inaweza kuomboleza na wewe. Jamii, marafiki, familia, wale ambao kwamba alikuwa ni wako wa ndani. Lakini baba, lile ambalo kwamba la ziada, hata maadui zako, sote tunashtuka na tunashtuka ya kwa leo wanatoka machozi, na tunajiuliza ya kwa ilikuwa ni machozi ya ukweli ama ni machozi ya uongo. Baba, ulituonesha ya kwa chama cha ODM ni chama ambacho kwamba ni lazima kitetee watu. Baba, katika ile hali ya kupima hali ya maji na unga, chama pale ambao kwamba ulituacha sisi katika uongozi, Baba, tuliamua ya kwa Daktari Oburu aweze kushikilia nafasi yako, tukikaa chini tuweze kuendelea. Na nina imani Baba, pale ulipo ni jambo ambalo kwamba tumelifaa la maana. Baba Agwambo Tinga, Baba, katika hikma yako ulituambia tunaingia katika mambo ya broad based. Baba, tulikaa masaa na wewe tukaulizana, je, tuingie katika broad based ama tusiingie? Na sote tukakubaliana ya kuwa tuingie katika serikali ya broad based. Baba, nakupatia uhakikisho hivi sasa hivi, hatukukusaliti wakati uko hai na hatutakusaliti wakati umefariki. Tutakaa ndani ya serikali ya broad based. Baba, tutakataa kuweza kukusaliti. Baba, jana nilipiga Mama Aida Pambaja na Mama Aida akaniuliza swali moja baba. Mama Aida akaniuliza, huu umati wote lao ingelikuwa sio serikali kuweza kutusaidia, tungefanya vipi mtoto wangu? Nikamwambia baba, magavana wa ODM pengine tukechukua wale Kanjo Inspectorate wote tukawaleta, pia tusingeweza kucontrol umati ambao kwamba walikuwa wanataka kuzika. Na nikamwambia Mama Aida, na yuko hapa ni shahidi, nikamwambia kesho nikiongea nitakuwa ni mwenye kukosa fadhila nisipoweza kumshukuru William Samoei Ruto, kwa sababu baba ulinifunza tulipokuwa Addis Ababa, wakati ilipokwenda vile ilivyoenda, ukaniambia mshukuru yule aliyekufaa. Niko hapa hii leo. Thank you. Asante Rais William Samoei Ruto. Lao si wewe, sijui tungekuwa vipi tumeweza kumzika. Baba, nikimalizia, baba, leo hii mimi ni shahidi. Tunamuomba Mama Aida kwa unyenyekevu, vile ambavyo kwamba baba alitushika mikono tukaingia katika siasa. Tunamuomba Mama Aida awabariki watoto wake alowazaa, lakini ni ndugu za Wakenya wote. Junior, Rosie na Winnie, musituache mkono. The ODM party needs you and we can be able to songe katika hii safari mbele. Mimi nimesikia wengi wakiongea habari ya mwaka 2027. Nimesikia wengi wakiongea mambo ya mwaka 2027. Gladys, point zangu mbili za mwisho nataka kuweka. Ya kwanza, baba, ulikuwa umetunuku Mombasa na ukaniamini niweze kuweka sherehe za miaka 20. Ikifika Novemba baba, Mombasa inafanya sherehe. Tunasherekea miaka 20 ya ODM na tunasherekea miaka yako yale ambayo kwamba uliweza kupeana. Na hata hii leo baba, kuna delegates kutoka Mombasa wako hapa. Kuna MCAs wa Mombasa wako hapa. Kuna assembly na leadership yao yote iko hapa baba. Yote kwa sababu yako. Baba, ikifika mwaka 2027, mambo mawili yatatendeka katika hii Kenya. Wana ODM nisikizeni kwa makini. Mambo mawili yatatendeka katika hii Kenya na kuonesha nguvu zetu. Hii by elections zinazokuja sote hapa tutaingia mashinani kuhakikisha tumeshinda by elections zile ambazo kwamba zilioko katika maeneo ya Kasipul, maeneo ya Ugenya, maeneo ya Magarini. Watu watajitokeza kwa heshima yako baba, na kila mmoja hapa atatoka na kuweza kuhakikisha ataweza kuinua uso wako, ili ikifika mwaka 2027 baba, mambo ni mawili. Umetufunza ya kuwa kuna njia nyingi ya kuwa kanga. Tunasema hivi, mwaka 2027 hatukai katika upinzani. Mwaka 2027 we will not be in the opposition. Mambo mawili yatafanyika. Agosti tunapiga kura, September we are either in government or we are government. Joey! Joey! Joey!
Jothur waber kosok ber. Bas. Finally, I would like to invite, in his hat, he has two hats. One as the National Organizing Secretary of the ODM party, and the other as the chairman of the Council of Governors. And that is the governor of Wajir County, Governor FCPA Ahmed Abdullahi, to come and speak to us. And when he finishes, call back the official MC, who's the Deputy President. Karibu, our chairman.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, Mama Aida, and the entire Odinga family, all mourners here present, Jambo. Your Excellencies, allow me to introduce the Excellency Governors of the various counties who are here. Excellency Governors, please stand up. And after I call your name, please be seated. We had here on stage Her Excellency Governor Gladys Wanga, Governor of Homa Bay. We also had up here on stage Governor Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, Governor of Kisumu County. We had here the two party leaders, Governor of Mombasa, Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, and Governor of Kisii County, Excellency Simba Arati. We have the host governor also, who I'm positive will come and speak, Governor James Orengo. We have Governor Dr. Ochilo Ayako, Governor of Migori County. Governor Dr. Paul Otuoma, Governor of Busia County. Governor Speaker Emeritus Kenneth Lusaka, Governor of Bungoma County. Governor Dr. Wilbur Otichilo of Vihiga County. Governor FCPA Fernandez Barasa of Kakamega County. Governor His Excellency Joseph Olelenku of Kajiado County. Governor Dr. Dado Godana of Tana River County. Governor Gideon Mungaro of Kilifi County. Governor Patrick Olentutu of Narok County. Have I missed any governor? Oh yes. Her Excellency Wavinya Ndeti of Machakos County. His Excellency Governor Kangata Wabarua of Muranga and His Excellency Johnson Arthur Sakaja of Nairobi County. His Excellency, the Governor of Nyamira County, Nyaribo. Asante, Your Excellency. Your Excellency and the family. Mama Aida and the family, kindly accept my condolences, the condolences of my family, the condolences of the people of Wajir County, the condolences of the people of northern Kenya and the northeast, and the condolences of the 47 governors of Kenya and the Secretariat and the staff of the Council of Governors. Baba was indeed the architect, the father, and the protector of devolution. Devolution was Baba, and Baba was devolution. Baba always told us as governors that devolution is not a favor, it is the only way to equalize Kenya and to have a Kenya where development reaches every corner of this country. Baba will be missed at the Council of Governors. He will be missed for his ability to speak the truth when it's costly. He will be missed for his courage, unwavering courage. He will be missed for his belief in devolution. On the 16th, Your Excellency, Facebook reminded me and my people of Wajir that 10 years ago, on the 16th of October, Baba came and walked on the first kilometer of tarmac in Wajir County. And he told us, this is why I fought for devolution in the 2010 Constitution. Baba will be missed for always putting Kenya first. Baba has taught African leaders that whatever political grievances you have, none of them is worthy of burning your country for. He always resolved all political grievances legally and politically. He was the stabilizer in chief in Kenya. He is the one who had guaranteed political peace. So for those of us now left at the platform, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, in honor of Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, we should vow never to burn Kenya for the sake of politics. And we should vow to deal with all our grievances and differences through the rule of law and through political negotiation. As for the ODM party, this party, formidable movement that Raila Amolo Odinga built, doesn't have followers only in Nyanza and in Western. It has followers everywhere in Kenya. It has followers in Coast, in the north and the northeast. It has followers in Masaini. It has followers everywhere, in every former province and in every county in Kenya. As we have given the interim leadership of this formidable party to our mzee and senator and elder brother of our departed party leader, Mzee Oburu Odinga, we want to assure you of our support that we will hold ODM together at all costs, and that ODM will not fade. The legacy of Raila Odinga cannot fade. In his honor, we will ensure that ODM is one. And Your Excellency, I want to join everyone who thanked you for offering our party leader a state funeral befitting of him. He left us in broad-based, we will remain in broad-based. Fare thee well, Baba. Joey. I also want to recognize all the deputy governors, and there are very many of them here, who have also taken time to be with us here and to attend this important last function of Baba. I want to thank you. With that, may I then return the mic back to the official MC. I thank you all.
Now, thank you very much. We try and hurry up a bit. I'm going to call a number of speakers here, and every one of you, you come in quick succession, 2-3 minutes, pay your tributes. Ngoja Mishi, takuita, I'll call you Mishi, just go back. Let me call Governor James Orengo, and after him, I want to call the experts that Baba donated in the broad-based government. So after James Orengo, I will call Minister Oparanya, Minister Joho, Mbadi, and Opio Wandai to say one word, 1 minute each, then we go towards completion of this program. Karibu, Governor James Agre Bob Orengo, Senior Counsel, Governor of Siaya.
Kapo kawacho gimoro, akoya agodi, godo nongoro, biwere wend Baba kai, agodi,
DJ. ODM instrumentals. Nia wana nyangu hujo suba nyakwalek. Elakana tuma jawaya. Weawe na molotinga. Poke na nwango vipimogo. Ni Raila to poke na nwango vipimogo. Wana molo kunya lego nigi chuma mateno bate. Wana molo kegoneyo piduruedi dumo kisungu. Orengo dumo kisungu. Niruto dumo kisungu. Wadai dumo kisungu. Nijogi dumo kisungu mutamoa. Munataka nani? Munataka nani? Wakenya unapenda nani? Amolo tiga uonya lego romo wangni wadinonu, wangni turodogo, ni wangni wadinonu, wangni turomogo, ni katek to uderu, wangni wiyego. Unataka nani? Tunapenda Baba Amolo Odinga, tunapenda Baba Raila Odinga, agwambo uonya lego ni wuotorumo, anitinga koro riti ni sechorumo, agwambo uonya lego ni sechorumo.
Erokamano Godi. Jothuro untie. Jothuro untie. Pokanena u Jothuro untie. Basi nitasema machache sana, yani muda imeyoyoma. First, to Minpin, Your Excellency Raila Odinga, to Rosemary Jr. and Winnie, to Dr. Oburu Oginga, and Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, President Uhuru, President Obasanjo, and all mourners who have joined us on this great day. President Ruto, let me put it on record. Let me put it on record that many years ago, in Bondo, in Nyamira, when we had requested the government of the day to give Jaramogi Oginga Odinga a state funeral, the government of the day refused to give Jaramogi a state funeral. All they did was to offer us one helicopter. And we all said, if that is all you are going to give Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, we say no, and we'll take Jaramogi to his final resting place in Bondo. So I do not want to take it for granted that you've given Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga a state funeral. I do not want to take that for granted. Indeed, this is the first proper state funeral with military colors, with the participation of the military in the whole of Nyanza region. We have lost so many sons in Nyanza. We lost Mboya, we lost Agwingi, we lost Ouko, but this is the first time we have seen a state funeral, and I want to thank you for this and go on record as thanking you. Now, I want to say something about Raila, because without saying the qualities of Raila, who really what Raila was, then it will be impossible to keep his legacy. What did Raila really stand for? Why did many politicians come over these years and fall on the wayside? And Raila was always there fighting for us. Raila was a fighter for justice and democracy all his life. And sometimes I'm taken aback by some people who enjoy the rights Raila has fought for, including political parties. There are those who now lead political parties and abuse Raila Amolo Odinga without knowing that without Raila Amolo Odinga, you would not be leading those parties that you're leading today. They don't know. And I say, woe unto you. I say, woe unto you. There are those who forget the legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga. We have the Constitution of Kenya 2010. And people are here, and I like what Simbarati was trying to say, that there are people here today When Raila was fighting for this constitution, they said no to that constitution. I want to remind you that without Raila Amolo Odinga, we will not be having this constitution. So Raila was courageous. He was a brave man. I remember after the elections in 2017, when his votes were stolen, and we must continue to say that, when his votes were stolen, Raila decided with a few of us that he was going to be sworn as a people's president at Uhuru Park. You know, that day is when I knew there are many people who wear trousers, but they should not be wearing those trousers. But Raila said, we are going to Uhuru Park and I'll be sworn as the people's president. Did Raila go or he did not go? Did Raila go to Uhuru Park or he did not go? I remember many times when Raila has been tear-gassed and was nearly killed. Therefore, before you open your mouth to talk against Raila, remember what he has fought for and what he has stood for. And today, I want to remind all Kenyans, that the legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga will not be kept by mere speech. Speechifying would not be enough. It is to make sure that the gains we have made will never be lost. You should never give any space for gains that Kenya has gained to be lost. That is the only way of keeping the true legacy of Raila Amolo Odinga. And President Ruto, I am confident that when you consider the agreement that you have between the party ODM and UDA, that both of you witnessed, that this will be fulfilled, because that will keep the legacy and spirit of Raila burning and burning and burning and burning. The other character of Raila Amolo Odinga, other than being brave and courageous, was that he was a peacemaker. Raila was a peacemaker. And even today, we can see that Raila can bring Uhuru together, and Ruto is here as president. That was the true spirit of Raila Amolo Odinga, that the nation should keep talking together in unity and as brothers. Finally, I'm one of the people who believe that we must keep the party ODM. You must keep the party ODM. Remember the ideology of the party ODM. There's a huge delegation here, including the governor from Tororo, people from Gulu, my friend Olara Otunu, I think is also in the house. We welcome you. But Olara Otunu, during Pinluo, when His Excellency the President and President Museveni was here, he spoke in Luo. And I want, if you have anybody near you, to translate what I'm saying. Nijo Luo wangi kitwa. 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 In that spirit of the Luo nation, that spirit of Luo nation is like we like speaking the truth. We like speaking the truth. We like living in peace with our brothers. We like inclusivity. We are against those who are trying to tear Kenya apart and speak the language of division and tribalism and ethnicity. Woe unto you! So, President, I urge you, even as we speak about unity, let us not kill political parties. Political parties are the foundation of democracy. Any arrangements we enter into don't kill political parties. In 1963, political parties were killed, and it took us 20 years to fight to revive political parties. So jothurwa awachonuka geno ni wabed gimoro achiel, odu en odu, od meru kataka chwer mane odu, wabed kanyakla, wati kanyakla, mondo Kenya obed gimoro achiel. I thank you so much, Mr. President.
All right, now, allow me to interrupt the pace at which we are going, because the time is spent and we've been here for long. We have senior statesmen in our midst, including our retired president and the retired president of Nigeria, and we've kept them for long. The people that I call to come and speak, please come, and all of you come here. I'll also stand here, say something. We need to bring this to a close because we also want to respect the church. I have seen very senior bishops here who have been with us since 9 o'clock. CS Oparanya, if you're here, CS Joho, CS Badi, and CS Wandai. 1 minute each, just eulogize, and then we go to the next step. And this time round, I'm not going back to my seat.
Your Excellency, President William Ruto, Mama Aida, and the family, together with the Greater Jaramogi family, I bring my condolences. Baba was particularly many things to me. He was my father figure. He was my mentor. He was my advisor. And above all, he was my role model. I must thank the Almighty God for granting me the opportunity throughout my adult life until Baba's untimely demise to work very, very closely with him. Some of the things that we went through, there were good times, and indeed there are also bad times. But the bad times were too many. Some of these things I can only perhaps in the future record in a book. As I conclude, as we send off this giant of a man today, let me say this. Early this year, Your Excellency, Baba Raila Odinga did pay me a visit
in my office at the ministry. And he told me that work for your country selflessly, that support your government fully. He concluded by telling me, Your Excellency, that he has been in many political arrangements. He has been in many political partnerships. But he has come to learn that, Your Excellency, President William Ruto, you are sincere. He also told me that you have demonstrated to him utmost goodwill. And therefore, as I conclude, one lasting tribute, the only lasting tribute we can pay to Baba and to perpetuate his legacy is to enhance and continue with the partnership that he started with President William Ruto. There are people, Your Excellency, who have worked before with Baba, but all that time, Baba ended up with the short end of the stick. Baba ended up with a raw deal. We must applaud you, Your Excellency, on this day when we send off Baba, that you have done us proud as a community of this region. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Asante.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency the President, Mama Raila Odinga, Menping, the lady whom I think the entire community should be very proud of, together with the entire Raila Odinga family. Leaders who have come here, I have a few remarks to make, because this is the most difficult day of my political career ever since I joined politics. I know the reason why I've decided to be strong is that I'm aware that if I went ahead of Raila, he would be strong for me. And therefore I've decided to be strong for Raila Odinga today. But it was not an easy day. Let me say the following. Many of us here know Raila as Baba. Many know him as Jacom. Many know him as Agwambu. We know him as Tinga. We remember him as Nyundo. He is Okegonea. He can be everything. He sounds very big. But we must remember, for some of us, that Raila started small. Raila worked hard. Raila remained resilient. Raila remained patient to reach where he is. I remember in 1992, 33 years ago, when I was a student at the University of Nairobi, Raila was running for Lang'ata parliamentary seat. He could come to my room, Block J, room 19. Later, Block B, in Malindi, Block B, room number 2. Planning on how to win Lang'ata. That time, the politics of Nairobi was volatile and violent. There was Jeshi la Mzee, led by Fredo Mulogumo. There was in Embakasi, David Mwenje. In Kibra, in Lang'ata, we had Kimani Rugendo over Fodasili. Very violent campaigns. All the university students from main campus, Parkland and Chiromo were in the payroll of Mulogumo. He had to come to Lower Kabete, where I was leading the student leadership, to get support to win his seat in Lang'ata parliamentary seats. That is how Raila started. Raila is a patient man. That is why he has reached where he has reached. But let me say the second. Raila was a forgiving man. Many people here. But I remember in 1996, when Raila took on Wamalwa Kijana for Ford Kenya chairmanship, all the leaders of the Luo community, members of parliament, Raila only remained with Dr. Buru Odinga, his brother. He remained with Jobomino from Kisumu. He remained with Fibasio from Homa Bay. He remained with Rojode. He remained with Tom of Nyatike. And he remained with Owina Chola. And remained also with Ochiengbeo from Madari. All those people apart from Omino and Fibasio, all those won their seats in by-elections. Raila soldiered on, despite the fact that the Luo leadership had deserted him. But now, he has died when all the Luo leaders are behind Raila Odinga, Agwambotinga. I am happy that, Baba, you are going ahead of us without me betraying you. I was behind you. You are with me. You gave me positions of leadership when nobody imagined that I could lead. You made me the assistant minister in the office. You made me the longest serving chairman of your party when you were alive. You made me minority leader. You made me Minister of Finance, the first Luo to be a Minister for Finance in the Republic of Kenya. Baba, thank God that I never betrayed you. Even when you gave me the sad news that I was not going to be the governor for Homa Bay County, I still stood behind you because I know why you made that decision. Baba, will not disappoint you. I will not betray you. The only place where we disagreed and you allowed it is that you are supporting Arsenal and I'm supporting Manchester United. Allow me to say the last word, my brother in Kijaluo. Joturwa, 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 Musa wakaiwa, kane Nyasaye oneno ka jo-Israel osethagore higni no miyo gi Musa. Musa nowuotho e bungu, ji nondhogo Musa, jo-Israel nomondhoge, but notero jo-Israel mogik e dho River Jordan. Oneno Kanaan loka cha, to kono jo-Israel ni Kanaan e cho, piny mang'ich, piny man gi mor kich, piny mantie chak, but ok nachop kodu. Abro weyo nu ji e toka ka, joma biro tero u Kanaan. Abro weyo nu Joshua, abro weyo nu Harun, jogi biro kawo, biro chopo kodu Kanaan. Budho ma wantiere ni, Raila osedhi, awa Musa osedhi, ang'eyo ni Joshua ni ka, Harun ni ka. Kisomo Deuteronomy chapter 34 verse 8, kisomo Numbers chapter 20 verse 29. Jo-Israel kane Musa tho, Harun botho, negi kwayo 30 days, magi yuago go jogi. Wakwayo 30 days kako ganda, mono wamon Raila. Bang 30 days, wabiro miyo u direction, kamo ganda luo dhiye. My last word, my last word, my last word. As a community, Your Excellency, I want to tell you this. Don't be shaken. As a community, there is something we believe in. That a leader, a leader knows his death, but he doesn't talk about his death. He will show his people before he dies what he wants to be done. He will show his people where to take everything that he has. Raila showed us. Raila showed us before he died that he wanted us to be in government. As a community, as a party, we will be in broad-based government. We will support broad-based government. We will work with you. Mara ayud thuolo mamoko, aywago osiepna. Lakini, wawegi kanyo. I want to leave you with one verse. That is Luke chapter 9, verse 49. When Joanna came to Jesus and told Jesus that Ruoth, waneno jomoko, ka riembo jochiende, to giluongo nyingi, to wakwerogi, nikech jogi gin achiel kuomwa. To Yesu nokone ni uneno, utimo marach. Ng'ata ma ok omon kodwa en ng'atwa. ng'ama ok mon kodwa, en ng'atwa, en ogandawa. Nyasaye matelu, osiepna nin maber, osiepna nin gi kwe.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Mamangu Mama Aida, and the Odinga family. Your Excellency, let me confess that kwa muda mrefu, I have never been in a situation where I have struggled to think of what I'm going to say about someone. And I will not be, Your Excellency, nimeona kama kuna ka contest of some sort. Who was called last? Who spoke about what? Who was assured what? Who was informed of the unknown? But for me, Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity. Number one, to pray for Raila Amolo Odinga. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Your Excellency, I was a very young man. I was a very young man from Kisauni, where nobody knew me or had an idea of who I am. When I developed the ambition of wanting to become a leader, Your Excellency, there's a guy called John Maya Ndiwo. He was living in Mombasa, nikamwendea nipeleke kwa Raila. Babangu hajakuwa kwa siasa, mamangu hajakuwa kwa siasa, shangazi yangu hajakuwa kwa siasa, Hassan Joho hajulikani na mtu yoyote. I walked to see Raila na akanibeba mkono. Nikawa mbunge, nikawa governor, na sasa mimi ni waziri. Na mimi, Your Excellency, nataka tuchukue fursa hii mimi mwenyewe kibinafsi, nimwombee Mwenyezi Mungu Raila aende apumzike na kutana na wazee wetu mbele ya haki. Na lile la muhimu, Mbadi said here that he has never betrayed Raila. I want to tell Mbadi, you're not on your own. Mimi, I have never betrayed Raila. Akiwa hai, and I assure you, I will not betray his cause hata akienda mbele ya haki. I assure you. And some of us, mimi, siwezi kuwa mahali ambaye Raila kunipeleka. Tuelewane? Siwezi kuwa mahali ambaye Raila hakunipeleka. And I must say it today here, I was taken to government of William Ruto by Raila Amolo Odinga. And Your Excellency, that is where I belong, and that is where I shall stay. La mwisho, what your ODM, many speakers have heard you, munasema, we want to assure you, chama haiendi mahali, chama isambaratiki, chama haiwezi vunjika. Mimi, the values of the party, the values and the principles of the party, zimewekwa katika roho yangu na baba Raila Amolo Odinga. And I want to tell you, whoever imagines that anaweza kuvunja chama cha ODM, yeye ndio tutamfukuza, my friend, na ahame, chama kitabaki. Tuelewane namna hiyo. Ukijaribu kugawanya chama, ukijaribu kuvunja chama, wewe ndio utafanya nini? Utahama. Atafanya nini? Atafanya nini? The party will be here to do what? To stay. Mwenyezi Mungu awalinde na wabariki. Asanteni sana.
Mheshimiwa mama yetu ambaye ni Mama Aida Odinga na familia yako, pokea pole zetu. kama binafsi na familia yangu na pia kwa niaba ya Waturkana, wewe uko hapa was early in my early 20s. Mama wa kwanza aliyeniintroduce kwa siasa juu aliona talenta niliyokuwa nayo ni mama Daktari Raila Odinga, akiwa patron wakati huo wa League of Women Voters. Hapo ndio aliona talenta niliyokuwa nayo. Baadaye hapo baba akanipata. Wacha nikwambie Mheshimiwa Rais, kuanzia 2002 wakati nilianza kupiga kura, sijawahi piga kura nje ya Raila Amolo Odinga. Kwa yale majukumu baba amenipa katika uongozi wa chama na hata yale mengine amenipa nje ya chama, sijawahi piga kinyume, nimedeliver sote. Wacha tu niseme kwa upana, wakati baba aliniweka kwa mambo ya BBI, nilivote yote kati ya gavana aliyokuwa wakati huo alikuwa hataki, sisi tulikuwa tunataka, na kwa sababu nilipewa hiyo majukumu nilideliver hicho kitu almost 90%. Kwa mambo ya kura nimekuanga agent wa baba, na Turkana is very clear. Tuna votingi zaidi ya 70% kwa baba. Kwa yale mengine baba alinipa ni kusimamia kura ya ODM kama commissioner. Hiyo yote nilifanya wakati huo. Na ya mwisho ni wakati aliniambia nimchaguliwe running mate wake katika Azimio. Nilideliver wish ambaye ilikuwa baina ile mbili.